First off, ain't no talking at me crazy. First off, ain't no talking at me crazy. First off, ain't no talking at me crazy. All my niggas poppin' too, and we coming like the next.
Hey. Let me stop. What's going on? It's your boy Trey Bucci back with another video, Talking Crazy Podcast. We have another great video for you today, but let me land, man. Let me land. We got the Bills today, AFC Championship.
Boy, if you don't get...
Man, it's crazy. I'm a Lakers fan, so championship or bust. I mean, growing up, the Lakers are damn near in every championship almost every year. But the Bills, see, when they went to the Super Bowl 4 years straight, I was born in 92, so obviously I didn't witness that until I watched that later, replays and stuff like that. So this is crazy. Bills, AFC Championship, and I think it's like some crazy, like every 24 or 27 years or something like that, the Bills and Chiefs have been playing in the AFC Championship, so that's crazy too. But I think we got it, man. I think we can get it. Let me excuse my French. It's gonna be Josh Allen. I saw in the first two games where he tries a little bit too hard.
Passing it was on him. Allen trying to hold him off, and the whistles will rule it down.
Too much. So I think he needs to just go with the flow. I think they're gonna let us run today because we haven't really been running. So hopefully we can be a balanced offense today, and I think our defense is gonna play well. So we'll see.
Hit me with it. Just give it to me straight. I came a long way just to see you, Mary. Just least you can do is level with me. What are my chances? So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
But today, our video, we have 3 possible trades or trades that I see that can happen. It's the Brooklyn Nets, the Miami Heat, and Clippers. So I think those 3 teams right now are like the biggest buyers right now, championship contending teams. You got the Heat making the championship last year. It's been a lot of injuries in the COVID protocols, so they had a bad start, but I think some of the teams that are ahead of them are still young, so I don't see them in those positions once the season continues. We're going to start off with the number 1 team, Brooklyn Nets. Now, we all know this championship team. They just traded for James Harden. Kyrie's back. Offense is not going to be a problem with the Brooklyn Nets. We all know that. It is defense. They just traded their young piece. Not only young, but he was their best defender. And that being the loss of height as well, being a big man. So they need a big bad. And trade that I see happening, we have Brooklyn Nets and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Brooklyn's going to send over Tyler Johnson, Nicholas Claxton, and 2021 round 2 pick in exchange for JaVale McGee. We all know championship. I mean, he's been on championship teams the last few years. Obviously the Warriors as well, and then the Lakers. So you get that veteran presence, you get that defensive presence, and Miguel is a little underrated offensively. I know he's always been in Shaq and the Fool, but I mean that dude puts up, I'm not gonna put up numbers, but he's very soft, has a very soft touch around the rim. And he can get to the basket. He's very athletic. Obviously, with the cap situation, And this year, there's not many teams that even have cap space. I believe I believe we have the New York Knicks and Charlotte Hornets that really have some cap space as of now. So the numbers really have to be close and match. And also, I'm learning the CBA, and in the future we talk more about that, get in depth. It's really cool. I've always been someone that's been passionate about talking about sports and learning. One point in time, I wanted to be an agent as well. So I think that's going to be cool, talking about cap space and restrictions and exceptions and all that stuff, contracts. But yeah, man, this trade worked out. It increased Nets projected wins by 6. I mean, with the Cavs, you can look for some young pieces to build for the future. And they're going to unload Kevin Love here pretty soon too, max contract. Because they're another team which they should not be. They have 19 under. They have no space. They be careful for that hard cap. So getting just some young players, 1 year. Nicholas Claxton has another year, but 1.5. That's nothing crazy. And then they get a second round pick on top of that too. So I think getting JaVale McGee will solidify them as the best team. Right now they can't defend down low. And then if they do make it to the finals, you're going to need somebody to at least put a body on AD. And I don't think JaVale can necessarily lock him down, but he can. It's better than not just having DeAndre Jordan right now, honestly. All right, moving on to our second trade. We're going to move on to the Los Angeles Clippers. They are still second right now, playing great basketball, but the one piece that they're missing, and this is all going, obviously the Lakers are the defending champions, so this is all trying to beat the Lakers. Now, if somehow the Lakers don't get there to the Western Conference, or the Clippers and the Nets play some other teams, then necessarily the weaknesses I don't think will matter. This is more, I guess, against the Lakers, the defending champions. So with that being said, the Clippers are in need of a point guard and a leader. Now, one of these trades, the next trade, I actually, it was a target for this team as well, but I thought that they needed more of a veteran presence, a leader, and this guy is still kind of finding where he belongs. So with the Clippers, I have them trading with the Timberwolves, trading Patrick Beverley, Terrence Mann, Ifundu Kambiji. I don't want to butcher that, so we're going to call him MK. In exchange for Ricky Rubio. This is a great piece for the Clippers, I believe. Like I said, you get that veteran presence, you get that leadership, you get a playmaker, and someone that can play alongside of someone like Lou Williams too. And not only offensively, he is a low-key good defender. I always see Rubio in the steals, leading like the steals column. Now that could be because he's a roamer. There's a lot of people that roams. It's great roamers, but he's a pretty good defender as well. Now that increases Clippers' win by 6. And like I said, pretty much all these trades, the cap is gonna matter. And then obviously they're gonna have to, trading off those 3, they're probably gonna have to look at either the buyout or signing, wait until that the veteran minimum, or is it the mid-level, until it matures. And I think that really gonna start in February. And once again, that's more like the CBA stuff, and we can talk about that. Now, for the Minnesota, it's a rebuild. So they're trying to find some young pieces that they could possibly fit for the future. And then once you're trading a veteran, you're trying to see what you can get back. So maybe Terrence Mann and MK can be some great fits in the future, and then Patrick's under a year, and they could probably flip him next year, being on that 1 year contract. All right, moving on to the third and final trade. We have the Miami Heat. We talked about a disappointing season, man, especially with the injuries and COVID. Heat just needs some better pieces. They're a balanced team, but I think they can get veteran presence and then some other pieces, and I think this would be a great trade for them. And especially for them, they're going to have to probably go on looking at the buyout market or free agent. Like Dwayne Desmond would be a great big man that they can pick up too if they did this trade as well. So Miami Heat, we have them trading with the New Orleans Pelicans. They're going to send over Andre Iguodala, Kelly Olynyk, Kendrick Nunn, and a 2022 first-round pick in exchange for Lonzo Ball and JJ Redick. Now, right there, you got to think Goran Dragic, JJ Redick, Lonzo Ball, Tyler Hero. Duncan can play 2 or 3. That's very solid. Very, very solid. And then you got the Wayne's Jimmy. Now, losing Andre, I don't know how I feel about Andre right now. He's obviously not the same, getting old. So I think they would be fine. Pelicans as well, give them a stretch 4. And you got Andre, a wing defender. I think they will fit perfect with Ingram and things like Ingram and Zion. But yeah, I mean, they still have Myles Leonard for a big, but they're definitely going to have to go into the buyout. But you're adding Lonzo Ball, JJ Redick, another shooter, playmaker, defender. I think that's going to work for both parties. Yeah, man, but that's all we have for today. Make sure you like and comment what you think about these trades. Maybe adding somebody, taking somebody out, or a different trade, or maybe 3 teams that you think are buyers that really need a trade. So yeah, let us know. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms, Twitter, crazy_talking, and Talking Crazy Podcast on all other platforms. Go and get it.